guys, it's Cameron and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit more personal. I thought it would be about a nice time to do a Q&A. For this Q&A, I went on Instagram and Snapchat and I asked you guys to send me in questions, comments, things you wanted to get my advice on, all that kind of stuff, and I'm going to be answering it for you guys today. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you have not subscribed already, as well as hit the little bell button so you're always notified when I upload a video, and follow all of my social media. It will be in the description box below. I apologize already if this is a long video. Let's get started. The first question is how to have the courage to start a YouTube channel. If you guys didn't know, I actually started YouTube 5 years ago. I had a channel and I actually still do have those videos. I might do a video of reacting to those videos because they're actually so cringe and so funny. I always had a fascination with like reality TV shows and just like talking to a camera. I was always bullied when I was younger, so I didn't have a lot of friends. I grew up being my own friend, you know. I was just always kind of happy in front of the camera. It felt like I was talking to people. It felt like I had friends, and when I uploaded videos on YouTube and people were commenting back to me, I had my own little friend group, you know. So if you want to have the courage to start a YouTube channel, I feel like it really has to be something that you want to do. I know a lot of people are coming into this trying to get money out of it or trying to get fame out of it, and you're never gonna make it happen if that isn't what you want. If you want it, the courage to start it will come with it. Know what you want to do, know the kind of channel that you want to have, set out to do it. You know, your videos don't have to be perfect when you're starting right away. I film on my phone with natural sunlight, and I edit my videos on my phone. I take them over, I finish editing them on my laptop, and that's it. Like, you don't need a lot of equipment, you don't need a lot of things. Your videos don't have to be perfect in the beginning. I of course would love to improve on my videos, but I'm working with what I have now. You do what was in English. You do what is within your range. It's all about your comfort level and what you're gonna be happy with. The next question is from my roommate telling me that she's awesome. Yes, Tori, you're awesome. If you're still watching this video, comment Tori is awesome in the comment section below. The second question is, how do you get motivation and confidence to work out? After looking through these questions, I see a lot of these are pretty similar with like working out and getting confidence and stuff. So I'm just gonna start out with like my little backstory of why I wanted to start working out and then how to get the motivation and stuff for that. Like I told you guys before, I was bullied growing up. I had short hair, I looked like a boy, people didn't want to be my friend, you know, I was a little weird girl in the corner like making leaf books and studying anatomy at like 6. I was just like the biggest nerd ever. I was always very insecure growing up. When I was younger, I actually was like, I don't want to say on the chubbier side, but I was not skinny. All I saw were little skinny white girls and I wanted to look like that. So I went through what I tried to have an eating disorder, but I couldn't have an eating disorder because I actually literally loved food. This was like when I was in my middle school days. I was still, you know, in this really weird, I didn't feel comfortable with my body yet, blah, blah, blah. I was in middle school, you know, when you're growing up, you have so many of those peer pressures and things to look like the other girls. Then I got to high school. Unfortunately, I got into a very toxic relationship, I guess you would call it. I'm not sure. I didn't date the person. I was trying to become this image that he wanted, and this person was just very, very toxic for me. This guy used to tell me that I was fat and I needed to lose weight. He would eat my food and hand me a salad and tell me, you're fat, I'm gonna eat your food so you can lose weight, so you can be skinnier because you don't look good. I, at that point, was very, very thin. I was down to about 112 pounds. For reference, right now I am 136. I had a very bad relationship with food. There were a lot of times where I just didn't eat. I would starve myself. There were times where I would binge eat on like foods and stuff, and I would throw it up because I wanted to impress this guy, which was so ridiculous. You know, I look back at it now, but I was young and I was immature and I was very impressionable. And then I got into high school, like my upperclassmen days, and I was just like, why do I have this problem with my body? I don't want to look like this. And so I was like, I'm gonna start eating right, I'm gonna start working out, and this guy, like, I'm gonna do what I need to do for myself. So that's where I started my fitness journey and where I really began to love my body, to find the motivation and confidence to work out. For me, that's where I got it from. I wanted to basically, it started out as me wanting to show him up. Like, listen, I don't give a what you have to say about me anymore. This is my body. This is what I'm gonna do to be healthy and to love myself. And I don't care what you have to say. That's where I got the motivation and the confidence from. But I think it definitely could start from figuring out what you want your body to be like. Don't set unrealistic goals. Let's just say you have a shape like Serena Williams. Please don't try to get your body down to like a Victoria's Secret model, because obviously that's not going to be healthy for you. That's not how your body is supposed to be. Always, like I said in my last workout routine, find pages of the girls whose body type you want to look like. That will constantly motivate you when you're always on Instagram. In order to find the confidence, when I first started going to the gym, I went with friends. So I always felt weird going by myself because I felt people were gonna stare at me, and you know, guys are gonna look at me like,
oh, what the hell is she doing on the machine? She don't know what she's doing. Her form is not correct. This girl, man, she need to get out the gym, blah, blah, blah.
But you have to remember that everyone went to the gym for the first time at some point. Like, there's always everyone's first time. Just don't worry about what people say. Like, really, I live by this. Nobody pays my bills except for me. So go to the gym, do your thing. If it helps, go with friends. Try and find a friend who's actually gonna be consistent and go. Because when I first started with Mia, she went like 2 times, and then I was like, are we going to the gym or not? How did you get so confident in front of a camera, and how do you choose what poses to do? Okay, so obviously this is in reference to like modeling and stuff. Yes, sis, go off. Okay, sorry. Boys suck. My first shoot, I shot for this company called Inspired by Roots. It's a jewelry company. It was like a large group photo shoot. So I was like super nervous, super scared. It was a bikini photo shoot on the beach, and it was like at least 15-20 girls, I think, and these were all girls that had done modeling before, so I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I just felt so nervous. For them, it was like that, and I just felt so weird. And of course, it's like a large group. These were all colored girls, so obviously if we're gonna gain attention, it's like a group of black girls. And so there was like these large crowds of people watching, and it was so nerve-wracking. I was like, oh my god. That was my first photo shoot, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. Of course, like with everything, practice makes perfect. As for poses and stuff, I actually, like I said, with working out and stuff, I follow a lot of modeling agencies so that I can see a lot of their models and how they're posing and stuff. I actually have a whole folder on my phone called Shoot Recreations so that I can look at poses and things, and I practice in front of the mirror. I always am trying to come up with new and interesting poses because I hate to do the same old, like, here's my face. I'm really into editorial shooting right now, so now I'm trying to do different stuff. Like, it may look weird, but it catches your attention and it's more interesting to me than just like regular lifestyle, like look at me, I'm so pretty thing. Next question is dream place to travel. I am very basic, and I'm gonna say Paris or either Bali. I say Bali and everyone comes for me, but it's Bali apparently. Andre almost ripped my head off when I said Bali. So I think it's between those two. I just really love any tropical place. I have a few dream destinations, but I haven't really thought about it because, to be honest, I know I'm not gonna have any kind of money like that soon to be traveling somewhere, so it hasn't really been on my mind. But probably, like, I definitely love Paris. I feel like I want to experience that, and I really want to see the Eiffel Tower and take like a really nice picture in front of it. And I'm also hoping to find my future French husband there, so yeah, probably Paris. Next question is, do I still waist train? Yes, I do still waist train to maintain the shape that I have now. I do need to get a smaller one though so that I can shrink it in a little more. How did you get your waist so snatched, and how long did it take for you to see results? Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you guys because I feel like oftentimes a lot of YouTubers or just girls on Instagram are never really honest with you guys. It is posing a lot, y'all. When I sit down, my thighs are gonna look so much bigger than my waist. Everything is gonna look so much more snatched. High waist jeans are gonna make you look so much more snatched. Like, don't get me wrong, I obviously have, you know, like an hourglass figure because I work out and I waist train and stuff, but it is not as drastic as it looks in my pictures, so please don't get the misinterpretation that I have like a Kim Kardashian body standing up. I definitely did a lot of waist training. I definitely did a lot of working out. I basically built an illusion So my waist has gone in because of the waist training, obviously. I just build out my hips a lot so that it creates the illusion that my waist is smaller, and the waist training, of course, definitely helps with that. How long it took me to see results? The waist training to get the result that I wanted definitely took about a year, but you'll certainly see results within you'll see major results within like a month if you're consistent with it. And for your booty workout, how long did it take you to see those results? I had initially been working out, like I told you guys before when I mentioned in my last story. I had been working out for a little minute, but I wasn't doing the correct workouts. I just started doing like the correct workouts 7 months ago. So it took me about 7 months to see the results that I have right now, but definitely within I was doing the Kate Booty Challenge, so definitely within by like week 4. Yeah, like within a month I saw a difference in my butt big time. I always had the problem of having like a wide butt. Like I have wide hips and it was just kind of like flat. Someone asked me, can you talk about well, really they titled it self-love shit, but can I talk about like self-love? As you guys can tell, obviously I have had a very interesting life growing up. I would definitely have to say faking confidence till you make it is the biggest thing you can ever do. I deal with insecurities every day. I have a lazy eye, my skin is not perfect, I feel like my waist is not small enough, my butt is not big enough, I wish my lips were bigger. All you can do is make yourself be the best version of you. And there will always be someone who will love you at your worst version and at your best version. What matters is that you love yourself the most. There's always gonna be the guy that you want that he probably doesn't want you. He probably wants your friend. And then there's gonna be the guy that loves you when you look like you've just been dragged through the mud. You can change your outer body. You can see women that have gotten thousands of surgeries and they'll still tell you that they're insecure, because what it is it's a mental thing. I know a lot of times in our culture it's just really bad for women to be like, oh, I think I'm pretty, but I think that I'm pretty, and I think it's okay to say that. I think there's a difference between arrogance and confidence, and I'm confident in myself. I do think that I'm pretty, but I'll tell you, there's people that will tell me I think that you're pretty, and there's days where I don't feel pretty. It's gonna happen. At the end of the day, it's just about being comfortable in who you are and knowing that you have to accept it. Even if you get a Brazilian butt lift and your boobs done and your nose done, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, I want something else. If you're always seeking to change something and not changing your love for yourself, you're never gonna be happy. Next question, booty and ab workout. So I did upload my booty workout already. I'm gonna try and do an ab workout once I get some abs. Okay, it's still asking, are you still waist training? I still do waist training. They asked how I maintain it. I just wear it like maybe 2 or 3 times a week just to keep it maintained. How do you stay motivated in college, gym, and life? I already explained how I stay motivated in the gym. The question about staying motivated in college, I really suck at that. I'll be honest with you guys, it's my 2nd semester in college and I really struggled the first semester. I went through a bad breakup. It was like I was with this person for like a year, so I went through that really bad breakup and it was just horrendous. I lost a friend. She didn't die, but you know, she might still be dead to me. It was a difficult time for me, definitely with adjusting. When I got to Orlando, it was hard for me because this was like a whole new place. I'd never been on my own. I had a very, very difficult time staying motivated simply because, you know, I had a lot on my mind and it was just very new for me. This semester, I'm on top of my game, y'all. Like, I am not playing. Like, I'm making sure I'm staying on track. Last semester I didn't do horrible, but it was not my best caliber of what I know that I'm capable of. I am working on getting ahead. To me, what helps me the most in school is seeing it as a game. I love playing games. So for me, I always see it as, well, I need to get the highest score. I need to finish this fast enough. So when I see it as a game, I see myself getting much more motivated. As well, keeping a whiteboard in your room, which always keeps track of all of your courses, is a really, really helpful thing. I also have alerts in my phone that notifies me, and I always try to give myself a due date of 2 days ahead of the time that it's actually due. Another question is the skincare routine. I have horrible skin, you guys. I have really bad skin. I know that it looks like I have good skin because I have about 8 tons of makeup on right now and I'm sitting in front of direct sunlight, so it's definitely gonna make it seem like I have really good skin, but I have grown up with some serious acne issues. I do have my Curology video up if you want to see my progress with that. As of right now, I'm mostly just dealing with acne scarring. I am taking birth control along with taking Curology, which has definitely helped me. Unfortunately, Arlo ate my entire month of birth control. Yes, he is fine. I don't know how this dog is okay, but he ate my entire pack of birth control for the month. But unfortunately, I couldn't take it for the whole month, so I am basically off it and I have to get back on it again, which is gonna be horrible because my skin is gonna break out so much. Now I just mostly deal with hyperpigmentation because I scar. Like, you look at me and I scar. How do you deal with heartbreak? I am probably not the best person to ask this question, simply because when I fall in love with someone or I have feelings, I am fixated on them. Like, they are everything to me. It's very difficult for me to let go, especially when things end. I turn into a very petty person. I don't handle confrontation very well. I'm just being honest with you guys. I tend to be a very petty person. I tend to be very vengeful, which is not good, which is why I got my tattoo that says forgiveness, so that I'm always reminded to forgive and to move on. I think a lot of times people are always like, oh, don't think about it, just rebound from it. And I really found that does not help whatsoever. I know I used to always want to be talking to my friends about it and they would be like, oh my god, stop talking about it, you've been talking about it for like a week. And it used to kill me, which is why I used to just I would just like talk to my phone. Like, I would make videos of just like talking about it to just get it out. So you want to find yourself a friend that's there for you, that will let you talk about it for like 2-3 weeks. Like, I have friends that are going through heartbreak right now and I'm like, girl, you're probably gonna annoy the crap out of me, but talk to me about it. Like, I don't care. Talk it out. We will talk about it till the end of next month if you have to. I don't care. But definitely just focus on yourself. Take them off of social media. Don't block them, just take them off, because if you ever block them, you're not gonna be able to see if they message you or something, and it's gonna drive you crazy, and you're just gonna block them and unblock them and block them and unblock them, trying to see if they messaged you, and it's just a horrible cycle. Take the time to grieve, cry it all out. How do you handle negativity so well? I never see you falling apart. This one is very interesting because I do get asked this question quite a few times. If you guys didn't know, most people on social media are not going to put out their entire life. They are not going to show you when they are crying in the bathroom. They are not going to show you when their life is falling apart. It's definitely not something that I would ever want to display on social media. I know a lot of times there are other people going through things, and anything I say could be a trigger to them, and I don't really like to do that. So I just try to always put out positivity and happiness and things like that. In terms of dealing with negativity, I know who I am, and I don't really care what people have to say about me. I don't really care if someone doesn't like me. I will, of course, always try to be kind to people. I know a lot of times that negativity tends to come from a dark place in someone else's heart. It tends to come from something that troubled them in the past, and I understand that. I have dealt with plenty of people who behave the way they do because of troubled past, and anytime I'm dealt negativity, I do try to be kind. So just because you don't see me, having breakdowns every Wednesday, it doesn't mean that life isn't tough for me. I also follow the 7-7 rule. But if it's not gonna bother you in 7 minutes, 7 hours, or 7 days, why are you still stressing on it? All right. That's gonna be it for my Q&A. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in questions. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of your questions. There was a lot of them. Well, a lot of them were very repetitive and stuff, so I'm sorry if I didn't answer you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you've not subscribed already, and to give this video a thumbs up, as well as follow all of my social media. It will be in the description box down below. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next time.